Hey folks, David Lannon, Business Development 101 and the Inner Game. So this is for those of you who don't honor commitments to yourself. Now, you may honor commitments to others like customers, and that's necessary. And you're feeling a bit of lack of self-confidence or self-doubt because, believe it or not honoring commitments to yourself and your feeling of self-worth and self-doubt are related. So this session, I'm going to share an awesome insight and tip on managing the inner game, because let's face it, what happens on the inside creates what we've got on the outside. So if we want something different on the outside in our hand, we've got to improve what's happening up here with our software. So what do I mean? Visualize this scenario. Think of yourself. You might want to picture yourself sitting there in a chair and just stepping back as a tourist or a scientist, analyzing what you do and what you think. Do you have a tendency to make commitments, promises to yourself that you'll do something today, yesterday, last year? Might be exercise, it might be diet, it might be learning, it might be finance, it might be partner, it might be family, any of those sort of little commitments. And do you tend to break those commitments? Do you tend to feel there's no consequences in breaking them? Because after all, if you don't do the exercise or you don't do the diet or you don't catch up with a friend, perhaps this time, you put it off till next month. Really, what are the consequences immediately? They're pretty low. Well, we've got news for you. The consequences can be actually pretty high. Because remember, what you do a lot of, you get really good at. So if you break commitments to yourself, you're reinforcing the belief, that subconscious belief that you don't deserve. The more you break commitments to yourself, the more you're reinforcing to you that you don't deserve and you're not worthy. So that is the awesome insight that we can use in business development to understand some of the root causes of our lack of self-confidence, because we need to be confident in business development. Customers buy certainty. Remember, there's a core need of certainty, and your customers buy certainty. So think about how you're making commitments to yourself and dishonoring them. And start today. Start honoring them. You don't have to honor all of them. It's not like going from 0 to 100 in day one, but you'll find the more you start keeping commitments to yourself, the more your self-confidence and your self-worth will grow. I promise. It's quite an amazing connection. And it's something that I learned recently and I've been blown away by. And I just had to share it because it's awesome. So think about where you're not honoring commitments to yourself and start honoring them. Okay, hope you found this useful. Go for it. And I'd love to hear any feedback on how you find it's worked and how it's helping you. All right, have a great one. Bye-bye.